In this video, I'm going to be listing out 30 things I believe that you should know by 30. And this is my personal list. Of course, everybody's life is different. Everybody's life path is different. So some things might make sense. Some things, take it with a grain of salt. And I'm going to be reading off of my iPad because at 30 years old, I cannot recall 30 things off the top of my head unless we're doing our ABCs or something. So when you see me looking down, I'll try to look up as much as possible, but I'll be reading off of my notes. And again, the list is so random and it doesn't apply to everyone. Nothing in life is a one size fits all. And that should be number one. But no, I'm going to, and the list is random, it's sporadic, it doesn't fit all into one bubble. So let's get into it. Let's see what I think are important keys, jewels, tools to know in life by 30. Okay, let's get into it. Off the top, I said, no matter how sad their story is, do not let anyone live with you. I feel like the fastest way to fall out with a friend, family member, anyone is to let them into your home. And of course, there's like 1 in a million chances that it won't ruin the friendship or it won't ruin the relationship, but why chance it? So at the age of 30, something important that I always remember, do not let anyone live with you, no matter how sad their story is, okay? I would rather you lend them money than you let them live with you, because it's just not a good look, not a good, it's just not something I would do personally. That goes to my next point that says, do not lend anything that you'll need back. This is something my mom told me years ago. I probably was around 15, 16 years old. And she said, you don't lend things out that you're expecting back or that you need back. That goes with money, clothes, whatever it is, because you never know what might happen while it's in the person's possession, or they might never pay you back. They might cut you off and disappear. Do not lend something that you're going to need. And of course, lend means borrow, but we know everybody doesn't have integrity. Everybody doesn't respect the word. And so a good rule of thumb is do not lend anything that you'll be needing back. So my next point is still talking about finances and everything. Do not put anything on your credit for someone else. I learned this lesson the hard way. I learned this lesson the hard way. I'm not gonna say how old I was, but I put a business on my credit for someone, and we fell out before they could pay me back. And of course, we're no longer friends. We're no longer in communication with each other. They did not reach back out to pay me back. And it was so much things on my credit, and life happened, and like my credit score dropped hundreds. And it's like a hard lesson to learn, but I learned it that way. Do not put things in your credit for other people. One of my favorite things are the travel version of you is the real version of you. And it's like, you never really know someone until you guys travel, whether it be a road trip, out the country, out of state. The travel version of you is the real version of you. You'll know so many things about someone by how they behave out of town. And again, I learned this personally because I remember I had this friend that I loved so much, but every time we traveled together, it was like what they say about those girls in Miami, like, you want to end a friendship, go to Miami. Like, it was always so close to saying, this friendship is not even worth it. Like, I don't want to continue knowing this girl. Like, that's how bad it was to travel with her. So again, the travel version of you is the real version of you. And I feel like this next one is a rule of thumb that people might say, but it's truly a life gem for me. And if you know me, you know this is true. I believe laughter cures everything. I am the person that's going to make a joke or laugh at the most inappropriate time. Like, I'll do it at a funeral. Like, I believe that laughter cures everything. It just makes the situation easier to deal with when you can find something to laugh about. You know, a lot of people always say, you gotta laugh to stop yourself from crying. And it's true. And it's true because it helps you so much. And I don't know if it's true or not. I do remember reading before that they said laughter like makes you live longer. Who knows? You have to ask a comedian. But again, that's just a gem. I believe by the age of 30, it should be a part of your life. You should be laughing through every situation. And this next one, a little more serious. But it says, the people who love you for you are the ones you should cherish more than anything. I'm not a stranger to this. You probably can relate. We have a habit of neglecting the people that we know are in our corner, the people that we know will always have our back, and we sort of like kiss the butts of other people. And I don't think we do it on purpose, but at this age, I'm at a point where I can reflect and I can be self-aware enough to say, okay, I can call such and such at any time of the day about anything. This is the person, if I have like a few extra dollars laying around, I'll surprise them with a gift or I'll take them out to eat. But I just want to constantly let them know that I cherish them more than anything, because at the end of the day, they don't have to be good to me. They don't have to be there for me when I call them. They're not obligated to do anything for me. And so it's important to just let the people you know care about you and rally behind you. Let them know that you cherish them. Okay? And I think at this point I've done about 6 or 7 points. So we're not even close to scraping the top of this, but if anything sounds redundant, I apologize. These are just things that I personally felt like I wanted to speak on in this video. Okay, so the next point is nothing is worth your happiness. We know, we know Gen Z, Y, X, or whoever the last group of people, they will quit a job. They will quit a job. They will walk away from something like at the drop of a dime. Like they walk in, you looked at them wrong, they're gonna quit their job. So I'm not saying be that fast with decisions, but at the same time, nothing is worth your happiness. At the end of the day, if it is draining you mentally, physically, you need to remove yourself in a safe, healthy way. This goes for jobs, this goes for relationships, this goes for almost everything in life. If it's coming into conflict with your happiness, you need to reevaluate what you can do to change that. So that is definitely a gem that I live by, I swear by. I'm not letting nothing or anyone get in the way of my happiness. Sometimes people say I'm a narcissist. People say I'm self-centered. But at the end of the day, I know that I'm not letting you control whether or not I smile today because you've done something, to just piss me off or something. Like nothing is worth your happiness. And the next one is music. At 30 years old, I can't help but think of how many different situations that music helped me get through. And it's so much out there. I don't think in this life I've ever heard anyone say, I don't like music. Like if there is someone out there, leave it in the comments, let me know. But I've never in my 30 years of living heard somebody say they don't like music. They might not like a type of music, but I've never heard someone say that they don't like music universally. So music is just, it can get you through anything. Like you having a bad day, you can play a song, you can put it on repeat. Like music is the key to life. Like I grew up on musicals. I wish life was like a musical. Somebody would randomly start singing when you go to the grocery store or something. But music is the key to anything in life. Next point is you owe yourself everything first. As an entrepreneur, we're taught that you pay yourself first. Make sure what you're making out of your business is enough to pay yourself first. And that goes to everything in life. Whatever you're doing, you need to be able to pay yourself first. Every decision you make should benefit you before it benefits anybody else. And again, people might say that's narcissist, that's self-absorbed, but it's true. So many people put everything and everybody before themselves, and at the end of the day, they're an empty cup. And you can't feed anyone with an empty cup. You have to make sure you are okay first. And this is so important on so many different levels. You cannot be good to your kids. You cannot be good to your partner. You cannot be good in any area of life if you are not putting yourself first. Okay, that was a jewel, and I'm telling you, put yourself first. The next one is saving will save you. If you're watching this and you was about to go shopping for no reason, or you was about to go eat out, knowing you just went to the grocery store, sit down. Saving will save you. Life is so unpredictable. We do not know when we're going to have an emergency. If we could predict that, everyone would be rich, well off, everything. We do not know when something crazy is going to happen. Did any of us see COVID coming? Did any of us, did you know your tire was gonna pop? Did you know your alternator was gonna go out? Saving will save you. And you can live paycheck to paycheck and still save. It's hard. It's going to be more work, more discipline, more everything, but I'm telling you that saving will save you. It will get you out of a situation knowing that you have a rainy day fund. Okay? And again, it might be tight for some people, but if it means, okay, I get Starbucks or something 5 days a week, but I'm gonna cut down to 2 or 3 and save what I would have spent at Starbucks. Just that simple. I've seen people do like dollar challenges. They put $1 in an envelope every day until they have $365 at the end of the day. And again, you might say $365 is not a lot of money, but in a mind, it is. So again, saving will save you. Going into 2023, my goal was to have 3 savings accounts. My goal for 2024 is to have a certain amount in each account. And then, moving forward, of course, it'll be more, but saving will save you. That is so important because you never know what's going to happen in life. You never know. You can lose your job at the drop of a dime. You can get into an accident, God forbid, but saving will save you. Next one. I know I'm a chunky girl. But this is so important. Health is wealth. Take care of your body to the best of your ability. Take care of your body. If you follow me on other platforms or if you know my story, I was a very athletic young lady, and then I got burned, and then I started gaining weight, and I couldn't understand why I couldn't lose the weight, because again, I was very athletic. I was always in the gym. I was always running. I won't sit there and pig out. If anything, I feel like I retained weight because I will skip meals 20 times a day. It'll be like the end of the night and I'm like, I didn't eat today. But after years of going to the doctors, trying to figure out what was going on with me, doctors gaslighting me, telling me that I need to change my living habits and everything, I found out that I had PCOS. I wasn't getting regular periods. I, again, was gaining weight. I can wake up with a full Ross. Like, I can wake up, my hairline starts receding, and this went on for close to a decade. And, it messes with your fertility. It messes with your overall quality of life. And I've been making it my business to combat that, to get ahead of the PCOS symptoms, to do whatever it takes to reverse it, to get healthy, to drop the A1C level and everything. And it's like so many people take their health for granted. And it's like, I wish I would have known I had PCOS earlier in life, because the older you get, the harder it is to reverse things. So again, health is very important. It's not something to play with. You only get one body. I know you buy a different shape and stuff, but you only get one body. So take care of it. Okay. The next one is, as long as you're living, you'll get through it. And this is so important, because I'm a chronic stressor. It can be so small, like one little inconvenience, and I feel like my whole life is ruined. And that's not the case. That's not the case at all. And it's important to realize that whatever the situation is, it's going to eventually end. I know, in hindsight, that's so easy to say, but when you're in the middle of the storm, you can't really calm yourself down long enough to think that. But I'm telling you, whatever the situation is, as long as you are living and doing something to get out of that situation, you will get out of it. It's like, tunnels. You're going into the tunnel, it's dark, and you don't know how long it is, but guess what? Eventually, you have to get to the other side. And I'm telling you, whatever the situation is, as long as you are living, you will eventually get out of that tunnel. Okay, that one, I feel like I choked up a little bit, but I'm telling you, everything is temporary in this life, and whatever the situation is that gets you down or makes you feel hopeless, it will eventually end. This one sounds redundant, but I guess it's a different gem. I said, tell the people you care about how you feel, unprovoked and endlessly. And that goes back to me letting the people you love and care about know that you cherish them. But this is more so like, let's not wait for special events. Let's not wait for birthdays. Let's not wait for, anniversaries to buy someone flowers, to, take them out to eat, to do something nice for them. It should be unprovoked. It should be unplanned. It should be all the time. And again, at this age, I think that's very important, because it's not the people around your 30s, you either knew them your whole life or will know them for the rest of your life. Okay, so it's good to let them know that you want them around for years to come. Next one is, you only live once. Don't know how else to put it. We're not cats. We don't have 9 lives. We only live once. You do not want to live with regrets. You do not want to live with malice, hate in your heart for things that people did to you, or you only live once. You only have one life. And this, I feel like this is an umbrella for everything that I've said so far, because you only live once. Nothing is worth your happiness. You only live once. You don't want to ruin your health. Like, I feel like it can be applied to everything, because again, you only have one life. And I feel like some people just wake up and live like they're going to get a second chance at this. Like, and of course, I know some people believe in reincarnation. I'm not here to tell people what to believe in or anything, but for now, you only live once, and you don't want to look back at your life and say, why didn't I do that? Why did I do that? So that's a gem. This one is, the next couple of ones, they're not serious. Like, they're not serious, but I think they're important to me. You should know how to do your laundry. Like, you should know how to do your laundry, or you should know how your laundry is going to get done. Like, hygiene is everything, and wearing clean clothes is a part of being hygienic. You should be well acquainted with the laundry system at the age of 30. Granted, some people still stay at home with their parents and they're not responsible for it, but you're old enough to walk in the room and observe what they're doing, or go to the laundromat with them and see what they're doing. But you should know how to do laundry, even if that's like, I know they say every man should know how to change a tire, but that's a different story for a different day. But it's still something. It's still like, laundry is just something you should know how to do, because we don't walk around naked. We all have clothes. Like, the car situation, everybody might not drive, but the clothes situation, we all wear clothes. You need to know how to do your laundry. Okay. The next one is, you need to know how to cook a basic meal. Listen, I'm not judging anyone. Hey, if that basic meal is a bowl of cereal, still, you should know how to cook a basic meal. You should know how to prepare a basic meal. You are an adult. You need to eat. You should know how to be able to feed yourself if the person who usually feeds you is not around. Like, you're an adult. You're not a teenager. You're not a child. You're not old and disabled. By the age of 30, you should be able to cook a basic meal. Even a bag of ramen noodles, you should know how to prepare that. Like, it's crazy. You could go on the internet and people have put bags of ramen noodles in the microwave. No water, no nothing. And it's like, what? So by the age of 30, you should know how to cook a basic meal. This next one, I'm not one to judge. You might have grew up religious, you might have grew up strict, whatever the case is. By the age of 30, you should know your sexual orientation. And some of you might watch this and say, who don't know that at 30? You'd be surprised. There's so many closeted people. There's so many people who are not sure what they're interested in. But at 30, you should be able to have that hard talk with yourself and know your sexual orientation. You should know what arouses you sexually and what you are interested in. You are old enough to not live in fear of what others will think. You're old enough to know what you like and don't like. And we see it every day. Men who aren't interested in men, they have kids and they're married because they're in denial of what they're actually interested in. By 30, you should know and you should be living in that. Okay. This one, trust your gut. Growing up, you're taking a test, you feeling C, then you look back and you change it to B because you're like, oh, why is there 3 C's in a row or something? Trust your gut, because you get that paper back and the C you changed is now wrong. You were right the first time. Trust your gut. I don't know how else to put it. I recently went through a situation and it didn't feel right to me. It didn't feel right to me. It threw me off and I couldn't understand why. But I told myself, maybe this is one of those moments where I need to trust my gut. I need to, whatever I'm thinking needs to follow me. I need to be, intuitive about this. I need to follow my intuition. And sure enough, what I was feeling about the situation was correct. Trust your gut. I feel like that's our secret power. We can't read minds. We can't see through walls, fly, anything. But we all have that one superpower where our gut tells us things, So trust your gut, okay? Next is mental health is important. I grew up in a Caribbean household. Mental health is something that was ignored. Your emotions did not actually matter in a Caribbean household. They just tell you to pray about it, or you have too much free time, you need to occupy your mind, and then you won't even be stressed out about anything. And then you see a lot of Caribbean people, they get to be around the age of 35 and they've gone crazy because they neglected their mental health. You need to take care of your mental health. It's important. And I also listed by 30, you should have attended a therapy session. I don't care what you think about therapy. You might not like one, but there is someone out there for you to assist you, again, with your mental health, with anything you're going through in life. By the age of 30, you should have attended a therapy session, because there's so many adults walking around with their childhood trauma and they're using it as an excuse to be a horrible adult when therapy's right there. And therapy isn't like you walk in and life's perfect, it fixes everything, but you get the tools to fix your life and to not trauma dump on others and not be a bad person to other people. So those two go hand in hand. Your mental health is important And by the age of 30, you should have attended a therapy session. Okay? Moving on. Sleep is important. Okay? We grew up in this work is life mindset, culture, work now, play later, and people brag about, oh, you know, the richest man on earth wakes up at 4 a.m., goes to bed at da da da. Sleep is important. If you don't take anything else away from this, sleep, quality sleep is important. You need to make time for sleep. And I'm telling you, if you make time for quality sleep, you'll see a change in your life in every category. There's people who are working out and eating healthy, but they're not seeing any changes in their bodies. They're not sleeping. You need to sleep. I'm telling you, sleep is very important, okay? 22. We're getting there. We're getting there. 22. Enjoy your health. That is not what that says. Oh, glasses on, and I'm still reading the words wrong. Enjoy your youth is what I meant to say. Okay. Everybody's in a rush. Everybody's in a rush. Teenagers want to be 18. 18-year-olds want to be 21. 21 want to be 25. Enjoy your youth, okay? Enjoy the good knees. Enjoy the wrinkle free face. Enjoy your youth. Enjoy everything around you as it is. The life with less worries, with less bills, with less responsibilities. Enjoy your youth, because age can never go backwards. People might say, hey, I'm aging backwards because they got a new skincare routine and everything. But as far as your age, the clock in life is never going backwards. You need to enjoy life as it is and not be in such a hurry to be somewhere else. Enjoy your youth, okay? It's funny that was there because the next one says life gets better. It does. While you should still enjoy your youth, when you're getting older, you age gracefully when you know that life's only getting better from here. I can enjoy my today because I know tomorrow is going to be even better. So again, those two go hand in hand. This one, it's important to me. And I basically said, by the age of 30, you should know how you add value to the world. This also means, you should know your life's purpose. You should know why you're on earth, okay? It could be tiny. It could be tiny. It could be just your purpose is to, put a smile on your neighbor's face, in this season. Or you can have a bigger value. You can be, in school to cure a disease or learn how to cure a disease or do some groundbreaking research. Whatever it is, by the age of 30, you should know how you add value to the world. You should know what you are doing in the society to give back to the world. And again, it can be small. It can be small. It could just be you hold the door open for someone who has a lot of things in their hands, and you added value to their day. You made them feel like they got help and everything. You should know how you're adding value to the world and not taking away from it. I think that's so important. And by this age, you should know what it is. You know, unfortunately for me, I found out through my accident. I realized that I add value to the world by being transparent, by telling my story and helping other survivors and everything. You should know by 30 how you add value to the world. Next one is the sacrifices you make today will be rewarded tomorrow. This goes back to savings will save you. You can miss out on things for the greater good of tomorrow. Okay, you can skip the club, a vacation, a trip, or whatever, because you know you're working on something today that is going to benefit you in such a grand way in the future. Okay, like I'm grad student, you know, I haven't been like out of town for my birthday for so long because I'm in school. I'm not going to jeopardize my grades, my studies for a good time to enjoy my birthday today when I know once I graduate and I'm in my career and I'm living my best life, it's going to be well worth the vacation that I skipped out on. Okay, so this next one. Again, at 30 years old, everyone is different. We have late bloomers, we have people who are forced to grow up way before their time. We just have people at so many different places in life by 30. And I don't want to box everyone up. That's why I started this by saying this is personal to me and it might not apply to you. But generally, all of us at 30 should have an idea of where we are going in this life. Okay, by the age of 30, you should know whether or not you want kids, whether or not you want to be married, whether or not you're doing the right career. It's so many things in life. And your life isn't over at 30. It's actually just beginning, but you should know where you're going in life. That's at the age of 30, you should have a footing of what direction you're heading in. And again, you do not have to know it all at 30. You just need to have an idea of where you're going, okay? This next one, make memories. This is the time for it, okay? Make memories. Do things that will carry you for the rest of your life. Do things that will make you happy, and you know, on a bad day you can think about them. Make memories, make connections with people, make lifelong memories. Like, this is the time to do it. By 30, you should have some core memories that just get you through situations in life. Okay, this next one, we're almost done, But this one, know what a friend is. At my big age, I'm really like still defining the word friend, okay? Like at 30, you should know what a friend is. Everyone is not your friend. Some people are just acquaintances. Some people are connected through, sexual relationships or whatever. But at 30, you should know what a friend is and who is your friend. Because again, everybody is not your friend. And I know it was like, you learn what a friend is in like elementary school. No, by 30, you should know the real definition of what a friend is and who is your friend in this life, okay? This one is a gem that I think everyone should know at 30, and it's the second to last one. You should know by 30 your comfort tool, okay? Life is hard. Every day is not a good day, okay? You should have like a comfort blanket. You should have something in this life that just hugs you when you need it. It can be a meal, it can be a song, it could be a movie, but by 30, you should know your comfort item. And of course, it could change as you get older, but everyone should have it. For me personally, my comfort show is Criminal Minds. If I'm having a hard day or if I just need like a virtual hug or something, I'm gonna put on Criminal Minds and I'm gonna binge watch it because I know it makes me feel good. It just, something about it feels homey, feels good, and that's my comfort show. Again, I think it's important to have one, just a virtual hug. It can be food. A lot of people have comfort meals. Whatever it is, you should have one at this age because again, we're adults and we're going to have rough days and everything. And it's so important to be able to have something that can help you get through it. So very important, and it was the second to last one because I truly believe we all need that. The last one, God. I'm not here to force anything on anyone. You might not believe in God, but you should believe in something, okay? If you believe in the stars, if you believe in whatever it is that's out there, you should have a belief system by the age of 30. Me personally, I believe in God. I believe that higher power up there is in control and guides me and gives me the tools to, make it through life, to speak to others. And I just feel like by 30, you should have God in your life. And if you don't believe in God, you should have some belief system that helps you get out of bed every morning and helps you make the world a better place for yourself and for the people around you. And it was the last one on the list because it's the most important. Again, I believe in God. I'm not here to tell you what to believe in. I'm not here to tell you how to feel. I'm not a religious person. I'm not going to tell you go to church or anything. But by the age of 30, you should know God, or you should know the higher power. You should, if you believe in multiple gods, if you believe in stars, planets, whatever the case is, by the age of 30. You should know that and build a relationship with that, because it's very important and it's going to get you through a lot. Okay, so I hope this video was good to those who needed it. I want to commit to being more on YouTube, and hopefully this video encourages me to continue doing this. So if something I said resonated with you, leave it in the comments, let me know, and hopefully I'll be back with more videos and you'll be back to watch them. So thank you for sitting through this with me. I don't claim to be like someone who can talk to a camera. I'm gonna play this back, and I'm hoping that I'm not all over the place looking dodgy and my posture is not bad. But I enjoyed making this list because I turned 30 in January, and I originally wanted to release a book, but again, life happens. So this was my way of just staying true to myself and sharing this with you all. So thank you, and hopefully this will be edited soon and posted. When you're seeing this, it obviously won't be the same day, but I enjoyed getting this out, and I hope whoever needs it hears it, because that's how I add value to the world. And thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing. If you want to add something, drop it in the comments. But all in all, thank you so much for even being here, for making it to the end, and have a great day.